NBA 2K22 events are on. Yes, your favorites are back, but we've added even more this year. And whether you're getting buckets on the Concha Del Mar or in the city, there is something for everyone. Let's start aboard the Concha Del Mar. Rack up the XP at set sail events where all games played on decks 15 and 16 will be worth double XP. Want more? Well, also on deck 15 is deck party events, and those games are worth double XP too. For all you
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. GA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Clippers are trying to shift their offense toward ball movement. Last season, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both notched career highs in assists. Kawhi said, if I can get us in our offense, that makes me happy. It doesn't matter about getting us.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. So the Nets starting five. Wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Durant is out there with Junior, and it's Irving at the one spot. And for the Clippers, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. And it's Beverly in at point guard. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Now here's Harden. Nets passing it around. 5 to shoot. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Durant. Junior's got the opening bucket of the night here for Brooklyn. Beverly looking around. Outside Leonard. Takes it from 10 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Junior. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from George. Leonard against Durant. Zubac the pass to Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Both free throws good from Beverly. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Down low, kicks it out to Harden. To the inside. Here's Junior. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality. I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Now here's Beverly. George. Leonard trying to break free. George, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
To the paint, Leonard with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Rebounded by the Nets. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Junior kicks to Harden. Again, the Nets for 2.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up.
Substitution on the court.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Goes back up. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 8 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Outside the wings are George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Lakers, put on a show. He scored 18 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Beverly. And that one hits back iron.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Beverly. And nothing is falling for him right now. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Harris's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Outside for Batum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Batum's got his first 2 points.
The timing by Batum. Really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Harris. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. They get it back. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's George. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Back to Harden for the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
You know, everybody knows Harden is lights out from behind the arc, so if you're defending him, you've got to take that away.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Junior in at the 5 down low. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He hits both from the stripe. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Now the pass to Junior. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Inside, Junior, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 12 points for Junior.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just... an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Beverly. Good D by Harden.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Here's Junior. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Harris passes to Junior. Nets passing it around. And a wide open look for Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Leonard, no luck. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets.
Season locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like in Brooklyn.
George, that's a 2-pointer. The Clippers get another chance here. Beverly for 3. And Zubac picks up the foul.
Substitution on the court.
The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Beverly. Here's Zubats. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And it's Junior missing. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. George, no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
And it's Junior missing. Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Bradley against Beverly. And the rejection by Bradley.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Fires from the corner, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
And Junior throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And the basket is good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
To the inside. The kick out to Brown. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Amazing technique on the boards tonight, MP. You found a body every...
I think it's a cliche that rebound.
I sip a hot tea, watching RG flip on Meathead. I left the page ripped torn, writing what the beat said. On the mic is heat red, ghetto edge, street bread, all crooked. Could eat weak and gluten free. He is who he is who he be. The long run, what good's a song if the jong's no fun? Sun, Shogun, invisible armor level 5. Couldn't stay alive, playing job, beaming on the telemetry, old enough to be your Uncle Prime Time MC. Although prefer the term rama, third timer, slurred word primer, dine my mama and make sure it stay tight, it's only right. On the daylight and the nightlife, they bite trife. From the bug, the happy-go-lucky, ask him, do he really give a no ice bucket list. Yeah, struck a nugget, duck. We're not
How's it going?
Stay focused on your workout.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hold up, fellas. The grind don't stop. We're gonna work on putting the ball in the basket today. After all, that's the primary objective of this game. Get over to your stations. It's gonna be a lot of shooting drills today.
Yo, watch it! Let's do it! I see him, right here. That's right! Bring it, baby! Oh, who's that?
Shot!
Who's bad? Who's bad?
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Get mine, get mine! Help him out! Fall up! Be up for it now. Shot! Hey, get on him! Good J, Kyrie. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Give me that. Come, this side. Shot us out. Way to grab that, Elise. And one. Hey, hit the ball, huh? Next time, man. Next time.
Great practice. Now get out there and put up some more shots.
moving on to the city, if you're looking to party and play while listening to the latest in-game music, Club 2K is the place to be. Your favorites are also back. At Mobile One Grand Prix events, be one of the first 3 players to finish the race, and you'll be rewarded with some sweet prizes. If you're a long-range shooter, make your way to the Ruffles Ridge events, where you can extend your range with a 4-point line.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's always happening in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, right in the middle of all the action. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Joined by Chris Webber and Ali.
Brian, thanks.
And his time playing Australian rules football, he said, helped him too. Thanks, Ali. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Shake Milton out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, the star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. And it's Junior in at the 5. And Grant, these teams both stacked in the front court.
Stacked indeed, B.A. The versatility demanded in today's game, revolutionizing those positions. Now, it's not enough to just control the paint. You've got to do more.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. For 3, Maxey nails it from beyond the arc.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Junior, no good. Green against Harris. Outside, Green. Pass to Embiid. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Embiid. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Harden against Milton. Shot clock at 5. A clear look for Embiid. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Possessing such a smooth-looking jumper. The big fella, Embiid. He's lethal from shooting just from about anywhere.
And that one's good. Junior.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Maxey. 17 points in his last outing. And here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. For 3. And it's Junior with the rebound.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Down low. And Junior throws it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Simmons, the pass to Milton. Count the basket.
Nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 so far. And asked about his qualities as a player, Simmons once said, getting the rebound and going, that's probably the most fluid part of my game.
That's when he looks like Magic Johnson, going end to end, using the size and straight line speed to full effect.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Pass to Irving. Junior against Embiid. Left side Durant. Junior. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Here's some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Outside Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Harden, the pass to Junior. Back to Harden. To the paint. Here's Junior. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Irving. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Thibault comes in for Green. Korkmaz is checked in for Milton. And it's Curry in for Maxey. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Pass to Harden. Count that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Outside Thibault to the middle. Here's Drummond, and the layup is good off the glass.
Go-to option on offense. Give Drummond a rock. He'll find a way to score.
Harden, the pass to Junior.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Green. And it's Drummond in at the four-man position.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He scored 20 points and a season-high number of rebounds. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Here's Junior. Drops in the layup for two. Junior's got 11 points. 1:39 left in the first half. Here's Maxey. He's got 5. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. Milton with it. Pounded by Harris. From downtown. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Yeah, just a terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Ben Simmons is checked in for the Sixers. On the wing, Durant. Over Simmons. And Durant gets it to go.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Here's Maxey. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Milton passes to Embiid. Over Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Give him 8 points now.
Well, certainly he can extend his range, but Embiid is very comfortable from this distance.
Junior right side. Outside for Irving. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Simmons. Give him 8 points now. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Brooklyn trailing. Irving, the pass to Junior. Green against Durant. Back to Junior. Pass to Bradley. Irving for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. That'll... Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Simmons. Irving runs point with Harden to his side. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. And it's Junior in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half.
For all his skill, Embiid also possesses raw power. I mean, such a lethal combination offensively. And you love Max's maturity, smart, high character. And for younger players, he shows great awareness.
And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Outside Irving. The three. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Irving's got 6. And see, Webb, Maxey is already an explosive scorer.
Yeah, B.A. And he's still working on the consistency from range, but he's crafty at getting his shot. He makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
And it's Green missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. On the wing, Milton, guarded by Durant. The kick out to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Irving. And now the Nets on the break. The pull-up J. That's good on the jumper. Give him 8.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
The Sixers leading. Embiid, high post. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The Sixers with another miss. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Milton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
There's a guy open. Simmons will find him. His incredible vision. I mean, he has the size to see over the top of defense as well.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating. Well, the Nets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Matisse Thybulle out there with Green. Then there's Shake Milton. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Philadelphia has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Outside Milton. Junior with it. Jordan high post. Back to Junior. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. Now here's Thybulle. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got his 4th rebound in this one. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
To take the lead. Harris misses. The 76ers shooting a fantastic 57%. Here's Maxey. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Thybulle. Now here's Green. And the 3 off target. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Here's Junior. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
For three, here's Harris. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. Junior's got 3 assists tonight.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
It's true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Outside Milton. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Green. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 2.
It's all about the reach of Embiid. With his size, wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Irving, no good. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Here's Maxey. And Harden with the block.
Nice hustle on defense for Harden, showing the willingness to make an impact on both ends.
Pass to Junior. On the wing, Durant. Back to Junior. Poke loose. And stolen by Simmons. Out to the right wing. Here's Maxey. And Durant with the block.
Good reflexes right there.
76ers substitution. At the line, James Harden. At the line, 1 time.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Here's Korkmaz.
And great job to establish position and square up.
That's an unforced error. Drive the coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. Now Junior. Inside. Milton with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Embiid gets the double team. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Durant. And Brooklyn has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Money.
Bonafide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Irving finds Junior. The baseline J is on the way. The rebound by Simmons. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 2. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Your thoughts, guys?
A chance to tie it up here.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
There's 6 seconds left in the game. Here's Embiid. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
I sip a hot tea, watching Archie flip on Meathead. I left the page ripped torn, writing what the beat said. On the mic is he's red, ghetto edge, street bread. All cricket can eat, weak, gluten free. He is who he is, it's who he be. Mind your biz for me. It could even help you in the long run. What good's a song if the jong's no fun? Son, Shogun, invisible armor level 5. Couldn't stay alive, playing job.